Hello everyone, this is KIDM the Man bringing y'all another Rush review. Yes, we're back. This time is of the Hasbro's Power Rangers Lightning Collection, RPM Yellow Ranger. Now first off, I would like to thank everybody for joining in on my Wave 15 livestream review. Now in case if you haven't seen it, please do go check that out. As this is a live review, I've thought about different ideas on how I can rush these particular videos out just so that all of you can enjoy it. Bear in mind this is only experimental and might be limited to the Wave 15 release, so please do enjoy this video and do let me know what you think. This review is still unscripted, so please do expect some mumbling and fumbling. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at Summer, the RPM Yellow Ranger. Now I got inspiration of this particular review style from another Chinese YouTuber. This particular Chinese YouTuber from China actually reviews figurized standard model kits along with other types of merchandises. So I thought why not we try it this way and see how it goes. The helmet of the figure is nicely molded and painted. Hasbro did an amazing job capturing the look of the RPM Yellow Ranger's helmet. From the headlights and sunroof on the top to the tire looking ears on the side. Even the nose bump of the bear is nicely molded on. They use some very shiny silver on the areas that matter, including the tiny little Go Onja symbol, and we also got some nice white outlines on the visor of the helmet. Since this figure is using the brand new body mold, we can see the new standard neck joint of the Lightning collection. However, for my copy, the neck is unable to rotate. I'm not sure if whether or not the neck is fused to the plastic, but please do keep that in mind if this happens to yours. The torso of the figure is also nicely molded and painted. We can see that Hasbro did include the silver collar around the neck of the figure, and also included the shiny silver paint for the seat belts on the sides of the torso. If you take a closer look at the middle, we can see that the bear tree symbol is nicely printed on in the middle of the chest. The seat belts do extend to the top of the shoulder, and if you were to bend the figure backwards, you can see that the seatbelts do continue on into the inside of the torso. This way, it doesn't break the illusion when you are posing the particular figure. However, the main downside is that if you were to rotate the torso from side to side, the illusion of a nicely painted figure will then be broken. The arm of the figure is nicely molded in a nice yellow plastic. It also includes the white street lines on the side of the arm. Not only that, you also do get some nicely sculpted tires on the forearm of the figure. The particular forearm is separate from the rest of the arm, so you can actually rotate the tire just like on the show. The belt of the figure is nicely sculpted and painted too, with a nice silver G seatbelt clamp in the center, and the rest of the surrounding with a nice utility belt kind of look. On the side of the belt does have a hook for your weapon, and on the other side does include the pouch where the Rangers do keep their morphers. The belt that the RPM Rangers use is actually kinda unique, so I'm quite impressed that Hasbro did pull it off in translating this into figure form. As usual, the skirt is made of a soft rubber plastic material with slits on the side. This is so that it will allow you to be able to make some dynamic poses with the legs of the figure. It also includes some creases just so that it can have a nice natural look to it. Looking at the hip joints of this particular figure, you can see that the drop down hips are incorporated in this particular body mold. Now I know not many people are actually big fans of the drop down hips, but these drop down hips actually allows you to make some better dynamic poses, plus it makes it look even much more natural. Luckily for me, my copy of RPM Yellow isn't actually loose. However, since the skirt of RPM Yellow is actually quite stiff, it actually does hinder the articulation. She also has the new Lightning Collection legs, which are actually pinless. So it doesn't break the illusion that this is an action figure. The tires on the boots are nicely molded and painted all throughout, but do expect some paint discrepancies, as the black of the tire does kinda bleed into the yellow on the boots. She comes with weapon holding hands that moves up and down, and posing hands that moves in and out. The Nitro Blaster is nicely molded and painted, and since there's a hole at the tip, you can take any random shooting effect pieces and place it in. And when you're not using it, just hook it onto the waist on the right hand side of the belt. The Nitro Sword is nicely molded and painted too, plus we also get a new type of effect piece. It's similar to the old ones, but I have a feeling that it's kinda new. There is a hole in the middle of this particular effect piece, but since this hole is in a rectangular shape, you can't actually put in the circular shape of the Nitro sword inside of it. So technically, this effect piece is kinda useless. As for Summer's civilian head, it's pretty good. Hasbro did an amazing job capturing her look and translating it into action figure form. They also captured how nice and wavy the hair looks with a little bit of highlights. Comparing Summer with Z from SPD, you can see that the neck of these two different figures are very different. The older body mode actually allowed you to let the figure to look up, but with these new types of neck joints, it's actually quite impossible, as there really isn't any leeway for that to happen. The joints are very different as well, since the new girls does have double jointed elbows, and of course they do have the new drop down hips. So that's some improvement right there. You really gotta love how action figure engineering has improved since its conception. And you can bet I am looking forward to what they can do next. Here she is next to the previously reviewed Figurized Standard, Kamen Rider Double, Fang Joker, the Kotobukiya exclusive Metaclear Meta B, the Lightning Collection Aquatar White Ranger, the Dino Fury basic figure, a Legacy Collection Yellow Ranger, and Decade. So all in all, Wave 15 is starting off quite strong, with the introduction of some new characters to kick off their Ranger teams in the Lightning Collection, with the motif of them being vehicles. Power Rangers RPM is actually a fan favorite, so I do hope Summer doesn't actually become a shelf warmer since she's actually a female figure. Plus, she does have some memorable moments in the show too, so she is actually a good start to kick off your RPM collection. Speaking of collection, should I rearrange my shelf? So if you like this video, blast that like button, leave a comment down below. Really, let me know what do you think about this rush review format. Share this video with your friends and family to let them know that more reviews of Wave 15 are coming, and feel free to subscribe, as I would also be taking a look at Chad from Lightspeed Rescue and TJ from Power Rangers Turbo. Just expect them to be in this kind of format as well. This is KID, I'm the man, and I'll see you all next time.